Hi kindergartners. We are going to get started on another new project today, and we are going to be making patterned monsters. And these monsters are going to be very friendly monsters. So we're going to learn about pattern, and we're going to learn about something else called contrasting colors. Patterns, I'm thinking you have probably learned about already. So there can be patterns of color like red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. There can be patterns that are shapes, so circle, square, circle, square, circle, square. So we will be using some pattern in our drawings in the way that we draw them, but also in the way that we color them. The other thing that I said we are going to learn about is something called contrasting colors. Contrasting colors are when you take a really dark color and you put it next to a really light color, and it makes the two colors pop, or they look really good next to each other, or they stand out really well next to each other. For those of you that might be sports fans, if you think about uniforms, so like the clothing that athletes wear when they're playing, a lot of times sports teams have contrasting colors for their uniforms. So we'll take, for instance, the Green Bay Packers. Their colors are green and yellow. So the yellow is really light and bright, and the green is really dark. So the numbers on their jerseys really pop out because depending on if it's a home game or an away game, they have yellow numbers with a green shirt, or the other way around with like a green shirt. I think that's what I just said. A yellow shirt, or they usually wear white shirts with green numbers, okay? The other thing about like when they're playing a football game against another team, usually one team wears their dark jersey and the other team wears their light jersey, the light colored jersey, and that way it separates the two teams apart even more, okay? So those are contrasting colors. I am going to do a demonstration on how to draw your monster in just a second. All right, guys, so I am going to draw a monster for you, and I don't want you to copy my monster. It's really, since it's yours and it's a monster and monsters are not real, you can make it look however you want to make it look. So I'm just going to start drawing kind of whatever type of shape I want to draw. So that I can make my monster. Maybe I want one eye bigger than the other eye. Maybe I want multiple eyes, like more than two even. That's fine. Maybe I want eyelashes coming out from my eyes. That'll make it look a little bit more like a girl monster if I wanted to make it look like a girl monster. Okay. And maybe I want mine to have these little antennas sticking out from it. Okay, and I want mine to have feet, but my feet are kind of gonna look like that. Again, I want you to make yours look how you want it to look. Okay. My monster's going to have a mouth like that with teeth coming out the bottom. And my monster's going to have a belly button too, right there, just a tiny thing. All right, and then I have to make some sort of pattern. So you decide how you want your pattern to look. Maybe it's polka dots, maybe it's stripes, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe you have spikes on it. It's completely up to you, but I want you to draw your patterns in also. And then all you're going to do is trace it with a Sharpie, okay? Now I want you to make sure you're using a permanent marker. If you don't have a permanent marker, I guess I would say use a black crayon, okay? So that's all there is to it. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is put a floor so it does look like my monster's standing on the ground. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know.